Goeiemorgen mense. What a lekker dag. I think we're going to have some fun on the lawn today. Just wanted to say before we get started, thanks to Pierre for saying, how's it yesterday? It's always lekker to see a fellow lawnie out and about. And that got me thinking, I think we need to come up with a name for the people who watch this channel, i.e. the subscribers, because I don't like that word. It sounds so generic and like you're a number. And then I thought, okay, well, what about lawnies? And then I thought, no, it has to be something to do with the channel name. So then I thought, well, I can't call you guys felties. That's just not right. So I think you leave me the comment if you'd rather be called a fellow lawnie or if you'd be called, prefer to be called a feltie. If you're not South African, don't just choose feltie because it sounds nice. Research what it means first. Anyway, what did I do here yesterday? As you can see, Charlie's enjoying the yard already, and it is looking very, very nice. I did have a bit of literally a poo spill where I've got an issue with the drains down there. So tomorrow the guys come to pull out 30 odd meters of drain pipe all the way down the side of my yard. They're probably going to destroy the lawn to a certain extent. Over time I'm going to have to fix the drain that runs diagonally and all the way through to the back of the house and around the side of the house, that side as well, because there's bathrooms there too, and that is literally the poo pipe. It turns out a neighbor might be illegally connected as well, so I need to figure that one out. But this, I'm not even going to show it to you because it was really gross. It was literally just a poopy mess all the way down the yard. I'm talking 2/3 of the yard was covered in it, and it was so much that we couldn't rinse it off. It had to be scooped out with a spade. So now that you've got all that gross stuff out the way, I can tell you what I put on this. Alright, so the mix from yesterday is actually very, very simple. Voema Calmag, which is nitrogen, calcium, magnesium. Calcium is going to help toughen up the grass in the interim. Magnesium is going to help it with a little bit of green, and so is the nitrogen, but also provide a bit of growth, top growth, as you know. But don't forget, nitrogen helps your roots grow too. So that top growth, root growth, all-round growth, sort of quick fix wording for NPK is not. It's like really just skimming the surface. So I did quite a healthy dosage. I did 200 mils per 100 square meters of this yesterday. The normal recommended maximum is only 100. So I literally gave it a bit of Voema. And then Supawett, I did the actual drench rate of 30 mils per 100 square meters. Stuck it in the hose end sprayer, and that's it. I just walked around and sprayed it with a bit of extra water. Okay, so the mow that I gave it yesterday was just what you would call a normal maintenance mow. At just on 20 mils. It's somewhere between 20 and 25 depending on the lumps and bumps and what have you. So less than an inch to an inch. And I just wanted to do the normal maintenance mode because I actually want some surface for these guys to work on. Otherwise they're just going to trample the grass completely. And then you would also have noticed in the beginning of the video that I sharpened the blade, and that was because it went through a couple of scalping sessions back here. I didn't do any scalping out the front yard, but I did give it a low mow, so I wanted to see the differences of how quickly either side recovers, because my roadside pretty much always looks better than this backyard area. But now after scalping this certainly looks better than that, just going in with let's say the normal just get back to mowing in spring kind of routine. It does help to have scalped. You just got to scalp correctly. You don't have to take it right down to the ground, but in the case of Kikuyu and Bermuda, you do want to break up the runners. Not the case for LM. You could just cut that short, and that sharp blade really does help quite a lot. I was telling with any subsequent mows after that scalp that 2 or 3 days after the mow, you can clearly see that you've ripped up the grass. You get that really ugly discoloration on the surface, and when you pull up that leaf you can see that it's really jagged, too blunt. Now after today, walking around having a look at the blade, everything is looking good. So I think I'm going to have about a week of good looking lawn before it starts to go haywire again, and that's fine. Okay, and that's it. Before doing any of your normal maintenance mows, you do what I said in the previous videos. You take note of watering, mowing and fertilizing. That's exactly what I did here. I have given it a good mow. I trimmed front and back, did the edges, all the usual stuff coming into spring, gave everything a nice cleanup. I fertilized it, and now I'm just going to monitor watering for the next couple of days. Baseline maintenance, no problem. Go check out how to set up your mower, all the rest of it on the previous video. And yeah, I hope you guys found that useful. Please give me a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.